So, originally, what I had planned was to do this crazy thing where I'm selecting 1 through 7. I select the style, I select the key, and I select the BPM, all using this random generator. And I generate, and I generate, and I generate, and every time I wanted to make a musical decision, it just wouldn't really seem to go anywhere inspirational. So instead of that, let's just make a beat. And I'm going to make it lo-fi, I guess. So stay tuned for that. Right now, I'm going to make some sort of sample, because one way I found really works out well is to generate my own sample and then chop that up. And that way I don't have to deal with copyright. That way I can know exactly what's going on musically so that I can change it up musically. And yeah, it's just a pretty good time. So right now I'm going to open up some labs. I got this nice piano. Yeah, so right now I gotta change the beats per minute to something other than 420 because that's just not gonna work right now. Let's go with 80. You know, as someone who doesn't actually know how to play jazz piano, I've looked up a lot of videos on how to do chord structures and how to understand what's going on with jazz, so that whenever I do music, it will make sense on that lens. So right now, I'm going to use the major pentatonic, I guess. Yeah, I'm just kind of freestyling all these different things. Like, I listen to this. I think what's a good thing to go next? Pretty cool. That was just kind of freestyled out there. Just drawing notes and looking at like these leading tones. Like when I first heard this, the next note I heard was doo, doo. Like I wanted that voice leading in there. So let's see how that works. It's a major 7. And I'm basically going to repeat this, that middle one, the second one, but I'll change up some of the notes over here. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm going to make the second part similar but different. My intention with this is to, basically, I'm making a short little jazz song, and then I'm going to chop it up and make something really cool out of it. Who knows, maybe I'll use this whole chord progression later on, but right now, it's just this. And I heard from one of my jazz friends that jazz chords, it's really the root note and the color on top. Like, you don't have to worry about the third and the fifth. Like, a lot of times you just leave those out, and it's just all the color on top of it. So that's what makes these jazz chords, such as this one, that's what makes that one work. So I'm going to basically make drums for this, but not just like a beat, but like I'm treating this like I'm making a jazz song, and I'll have accompaniment really quick. So I ended up making a pretty decent little, it's drums. So the next logical step, I'm going to make this a trio. So we've got the piano guy, we got the drums guy, and next we need the bass guy. So I don't have Adam Neely's phone number, but we can add some sort of bass to this. So let's see what that looks like. So I added the bass line, and I made the drums soaked into this reverb. So it sounds like it's in a room, so let's hear it. Yeah. So next, I'm going to add a second part, which is the piano soloing over whatever's going on. And yeah, when I come back next, there'll be a second section, and there'll be something to work with. And then soon, very soon, we'll make a beat out of it. So yeah, here we go. Alright, so I generated something that'll probably work. I mean, it sounds like jazz. And I just remembered back to all the times I've listened to legitimate jazz players play music, and just kind of replicated based off of that. Yeah, let's give it a listen. Yeah, so that's jazz, from what I can tell. Let's give this trio a name. So we'll call this Real Jazz. And so that's the album. Let's make up a group. So this is the Johnny, Heinz Maxwell, and the Make Believe Trio. I don't know. Sounds like something that would exist. Who knows? So this is a song by the Johnny Heinz Maxwell and the Make Believe Trio. Wait. So that means it's 4 members. Whatever. I'm not gonna analyze that. And this is a song called Street Sweeper Nights. There we go. That sounds legit. Street Sweeper Nights by Johnny Heinz Maxwell. Should I just shorten it to Heinz Maxwell and the Make Believe Trio? Yeah. Let's go with that. So I just made up a jazz group. Maybe they'll make a reappearance. Who knows? The Make Believe, that is. There we go. But yeah, this is Street Sweeper Nights by them. And for all I know, this is the only song they've made. So, I think what's next is to do a bit of mixing. There we go. That's it. Just turn the drums down a little bit. Because I'm going to record this. I'm going to move this limiter up a second. There we go. And I'm going to record this mix. So wish me luck. I mean, I just have to press a button, and there we go. I mean, it's 2019. This is a Heinz Maxwell. Maybe he's the arranger. And like they're just a trio that plays the music that he writes. Yeah. Street Sweeper Nights. Yeah, sounds legit. You know, I would totally be down to do the rest of it. But right now, let's make beats. So, I guess, what's next but to make a loop out of it. So I'm listening to it as a sample, so I'm thinking of a beat. Alright, so I really like this ending a little bit right here. So I'm just going to loop it. This is really interesting. Alright, so now I gotta degrade it. So how can I do that? Well, if I do mono, will that totally mess it up? I don't know if that works. Alright, too much. Alright, so I'm gonna go with transient. So I'm gonna move that over to here. And I'm gonna, before I even play it, I'm just gonna change a lot of the frequencies to make it sound like it's covered up. Because, like someone... Just gonna isolate this frequency. Alright, so I'm gonna add this to just complete the sound, I guess. How should I go about this? Let's go with soft limiter. Should I make it wobble? I'm thinking about making it wobble. Let's try it out. So I'm gonna do this with the flanger. Modulate that. It's too fast. Is this key alright? I'm gonna... Yeah, so that'll work, and I'm gonna try to see what else I can do with the beat. So I'm not gonna use these patterns because those are the actual jazz. Right now I'm gonna do millennial jazz, the lo-fi hip hop. I don't have my normal kits here, so I'm gonna look for drum sounds that work, and yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the beat now. Yeah, so that kick, that snare, and that hi-hat. What I did mostly was just EQ with the kick, with the snare, EQ, compressor, and then with the hi-hat, literally just EQ. And yeah. swing up also. And in here, I did this manually. There's no snap. So I had it delay for a little bit, and then it goes ahead a little bit. But yeah, whenever you're doing this, make sure it's like pretty consistent, I guess. Like if it's off beat and it begins to become on beat and before the beat, like do it slowly, like you're drawing, instead of jagged. I guess it's hard to explain, but just listen and feel, you know, how it works out whenever you're working on a beat like that. So that's the first part. I'm wondering if I should change the sample a little bit. So here I got. This song's really serious, like it's Street Sweeper. Yeah, I'll just use this end part. Making sure it works as a loop on its own. Otherwise, you run into timing issues later on. So, I'm gonna stretch this to 2 bars. And what was it up? Like 3, I think. Pretty good. What else to do with this? I'm going to add, like, this sounds like the chorus type thing because there's more melody. Or maybe a verse. But basically I'm thinking there's the other part of the sample that has just chords. Yeah, and then I'll just make that into another section. So I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, so I just did something that I would never personally do because copyright, but I basically just took 2 bars of the whole sample and just pasted it on and put it through the effects, and yeah, I'm gonna use it because I made the sample, so it's not taking a sample. It's just a long, complicated process of using the thing I already wrote. So here it is. oscillator. Pretty simple, just a sine wave. Right now I'm just listening to it, trying to figure out what would be a good bass line. I mean, it's already implied in the sample. Trying to figure out a good way to make the bass without just being boom, boom, boom. You know, just simple, straight through like that. Because the bass line, it's not just the underbelly of the chords, it's like a part of the drums as well. So there's a way to make it work. So that's not bass. That's way too high. Change it up in dur, and there we go. So, yeah, yeah. If you have subs, that part was awesome. So, is this in B? It's in B. That's cool. If I were to add something, it'd be like piano chords over the top. I need to find a single note and then just loop that. I think that'll work. Let's give it a shot. So that's too short. And right now, this is going to sound really bad, but it's going to make it on time. All right, so I'm going to make this into that note. That's not too bad. And now I'm just going to edit it. Nice. It actually works well. It kind of makes, I don't know, it just makes it work. I'm going to add reverb to this section so that someone's in a car and their seatbelt isn't on, or they left the keys in. Alright, so I think what's left is to arrange it, and then we'll call it good. So I'm going to take you guys here with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this full sample. I'm going to make what is it? The Heinz Maxwell trio really shine. So the idea is to make this part. It's not fully there, but the idea is to make it sound distant. So I'm going to do this. Turn down the dry. the customary thing to do the customary thing here would be to put in a vocal sample, like from an anime or something, and then... Alright, so I'm just setting up the stage for this intro. Basically, we're gonna find some nice vocal to go right here. Should I record my own? That's what I'm thinking. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to record my own anime sample. What should it be? So this is called Street Sweeper Nights by Heinz Maxwell and the Make Believe Trio. So I'm thinking the natural thing is to make it a song about like two brothers, since I have a male voice. It's gonna be two brothers. One is a street sweeper. He sweeps. And the other brother's like, come home, please. You've been away at the streets for 9 hours now. The streets got to be clean. No! Believe me, these streets will never be clean. They'll never be clean. But my heart is in the streets. I must clean them. Or something like that. I'll think of something. Alright, so I basically made an entire intro scene. I downloaded, well, first of all, I did the dialogue between both characters, and all I did to differentiate them was not only change my voice inflection, but I also changed the pitch on the younger brother to be higher, like 100 cents. And then the older brother, his name's Maxwell, he just loves cleaning the streets. And his is my voice, but pitched down 200 cents. And he's like that one guy from Cowboy Bebop. He's like the cool guy. He's like just trying to make life work. And so I got some traffic noises and some people noises. So it's really immersive. And yeah. So here is the entire beat. And yeah.
Maxwell, where have you been? We've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey. I've been cleaning these streets all day and all night. That man has me working every day. It's just a matter of time before I'll be able to afford my own house.
Maxwell, we need you. We've been worried sick. You've spent all your time on these streets, and for what?
I don't think you get it, brother. I love these streets. I love cleaning them. I guess it's just something you won't understand.
basically the beat. The full version, like, I'm gonna tweak this a little bit afterwards. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna tweak this beat a little bit afterwards once it's completed, just to make it work as a full song. But yeah, this is the beat, and this is me making lo-fi on Let's Play with Sound episode 2. Thanks for watching, and feel free to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. There's a bell around this time of YouTube, so feel free to ding that. And yeah, I'm Sheldon Bird. Thanks for watching.